A quick review of layout for graduation for anyone who was unable to attend or only able to partially attend practice this morning. So here we have an overhead view. On the left, 14 rows of students. On the right, 14 rows of students. The smiley faces at the bottom, the yellow smiley faces represent teachers. The green smiley face represents the line of students that would be behind them. In this case, we have Mr. Cahoon on the left, yellow smiley face, and Miss Nalud on the right, as they will be leading in the respective first rows for each side. So basically the way it'll work, when the procession starts, they'll walk down the middle of the aisle, and that's where they will eventually break off, and Mr. Cahoon will walk down to the front all the way to the left and stand in front of his chair, and his students will follow him down and stand in front of their chairs. Everyone will remain standing while Miss Nalud also simultaneously goes down to the left, stands in front of her chair, and the first student of her row will come down to the outside and stand next to her. Each teacher will do that in succession until the teachers are on all of the outside seats. Once all of the teachers are on the outside seats, eventually the stage will welcome everyone. Everyone is standing, and they will ask everyone to sit. So in this case, when we first arrive, the teacher who is the leader of each line will be on the outside chair of every chair in the auditorium. When it is time for the students to walk up on stage, the staff member will step out of the way, and the students will begin by walking across and lining up here on stage, and they will line up in succession behind one another until they are all lined up. As they go across stage, the student will venture across stage. As they go across stage, they'll go across the stage, they'll get their diplomas, they will come down the stage. This is where they will get their picture taken. At this time, the staff member has already walked down to the other end. Once their row is empty, the staff member should walk down to the other end and stand in front of the chair on the innermost chair by the aisle. So the staff member is now down on the right-hand side of their row, and the first student will come down and will fall into line behind them. So as students come down and they're coming across, they will come down, and they will come down, and they will come across, and they will come down. And so students and staff will basically be sitting in the exact opposite orientation as when they started. So when we start the auditorium, the leader is on the outside chair. Once their row vacates to go line up to get on stage, that staff member will move over in front of their chair. And as the students go across the stage and come down the stairs, they will come over and find their staff member and sit in an order and go consecutively out in that direction. And that will continue to happen. So even for the second row, when you have a second row staff member and you have second row students, it will look something like this. And the second row staff member will step out. These students will go up and get in line, go up and get in line, go up and get in line. As soon as that happens and the whole line is vacated, this staff member will make their way all the way down to stand in front of the inside chair. As these students go across the stage, they'll come down, they'll get their photo taken here, then they'll walk back out this way. They will continue to walk out this way. They will come down, and then they will come back in this way. The next student will do the same. They will walk across the stage, name called, receive their diploma, come down the stairs, get their photo taken, be directed to the outside, come back in from the outside, and then find a space to stand. The next student will continue the same thing, go across the stage, receive their diploma, come down the stairs, have their photo taken, be directed to the outside, come into the row from the outside, and stand in front of the third chair. So this will happen continuously throughout, where the students will basically end up sitting in the reverse order. The teacher has now moved from the outside chair to the inside chair, so that when it is time to go, as the teachers dismiss, then the teachers will leave simultaneously. Mr. Cahoon and Miss Nalud will meet in the middle. they will simultaneously make their way down the aisle, and behind them, following closely, will be the students behind them, and they will follow likewise right behind the staff all the way down. So again, teachers, you will start by coming down, going to the outside chair. Once your students all vacate the row to receive their diploma, while they're in line, you will move yourself down to the insidemost chair. As they return, they will return by coming down the stairs, coming out, and then joining you in the row. If you're in the second row, you will start over here on the end, students behind you. You will vacate the row so that they can leave the row and go wait in line. As they leave to go wait in line, the teacher makes their way back down to the insidemost chair of that row. The students will walk across the stage, receive their diploma, come down the stairs, get a photo op, go to the outside, come in the row from the outside, and make their way all the way back down next to the teacher. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask Ms. Casarino.